land. That pig is an agent of darkness in our land. If you don't know, I will tell you tonight. Because he's a criminal, and I'll prove it. As I'm saying it, I'm mentioning names. As I kept saying, bring your pen and paper. I will not discuss this again. And I'm asking all our admin, you are going to segment this very broadcast and cut it out to fit the very purpose for which we are making it tonight, which is the response to all these traitors. It was their fathers that betrayed Biafra. It was their relatives that betrayed Biafra. They have come again to betray us. They have come again, and we can't allow them. Not that they underestimate us. And long may it continue. Maybe that's why we are as formidable as we are. That's useless pig called Asari Dokobo that I gave money to from inside the prison because he has no shame. All of you want after from inside the prison, I gave that idiot 20 million naira.
Okay.
I was in prison. He was so poor. I authorized for him to be given 20 million. Our men went to Water. That same bloated pig went and called DSS to go and arrest my men in Iguacha. And he gave the money to you today. But people have no shame. Did I give you money or not? I was in prison. And I organized the meeting in Cotonou. In your house in Cotonou. With our men. My men to go to Cotonou. They are from all over the world to Cotonou to go and see you. At the meeting I asked you, how do we proceed from here? You demanded for 200 million naira. You bloated, dirty, filthy, poor pig. Did you ask me for 200 million or not? I don't talk to you, Chen Asiebu, anymore. They're all traitors. Did you not talk to him about it? Did I not give you Chen Asiebu authorization to give you money? How much money have you collected from me? You shameless pig. Saying I'm a con artist. Now the kind is a con artist. When you are the one that stole from me, I gave you money for us to do something. You want to call DSS? Yes or no? I'm asking you, true or false? And you're a freedom fighter who is in love with his oppressor. You're in a zoo. You're in a zoo. You're not ashamed of yourself. You're coming out and talking rubbish. I will ask you again. How much money did I give you? 2016. You said you will organize men. How much did I give you? How much did we give you to support Avengers? When I was in prison, which you ate. Avengers never got the money. And you're here talking rubbish, as always. And my happiness is that the John Nation know who you are. They know you're a traitor. They warned me. They say you're a traitor. And now I know you are. You see, it's called a double agent. You come and say, Biafra. Everybody must be in Biafra. It's a lie. You don't have the liver for it. You don't. You don't have the discipline. If I want to be like all of you fools, living on the crumbs from the master's table, I'll be a very wealthy man. I don't have any need for it. I went to Dick Organ that some useless fools cannot find in Aba. It's called Green Street Primary School. When I was there, it was called Cameroon Road and Primary School. I keep saying it all the time. I went to Library Avenue. I had the best of the best. Common College Umwaha. UNN, University of Nigeria and Soka. I told my father that if I remain in this school, I'll become more stupid than a monkey. My father sent me to go to London to go and study. And you open your mouth and you're talking rubbish. I didn't take money from Nigeria when I was in prison. When I was in detention. Is the money that he doesn't have.
7-day special, 1 week sit at home for hash-free Namdi Kanyu now.
Monday, 3rd of June 2023, total lockdown. Tuesday, 4th of July 2023, no movement. Wednesday, 5th of July 2023, sit at home. Break. Thursday, 6th of July 2023, every market should open for business. Friday, 7th of July 2023, don't come outside. Saturday, 8th of July 2023, ghost town. Sunday, 9th of July 2023, stay indoors only. Monday, 10th of July 2023, special note, all oil workers in Biafra territory must be completely shut down on these mentioned dates or incessantly face the dire consequences. Don't say you were not informed, for they say, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. This order is coming from indigenous people of Biafra, Republic government in exile in collaboration with Biafran's de facto government in homeland.
Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapoli made Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapoli made Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3. Unapoli made Nandi win the war. Python dance 1, Python dance 2. Now Python dance 3.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. Good evening.
Maze.
Good evening. Good evening, Biafran.
I hand over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Good evening, Biafran people, the lovers of freedom. I thank you all for coming. I bless each and every one of you. I also thank Chukwu Biama for giving us life to gather to speak to you people. Remember that you are our strength. I want to thank the government, Biafra Republic government in exile, which under umbrella which we serve. I also thank the nations that are responding to us. I thank you all. I also thank my fellow comrade in the studio. From the top there, I want us to introduce ourselves and say hello to Biafran people. And above all the people in the comment section, or the people that are watching us all over the world, this is Biafra Republic and Republic Government in exile media team. This is Biafra Awareness, where we tell you the progresses we have made and the journey so far. We thank you all for coming. From the top there, Battle Cry, please introduce yourself to Biafran people, which they already know you, but that is the protocol duly observed, you know. Please kindly introduce yourself to Biafran people so that we proceed from there. Thank you.
Thank you very much for having me in the studio. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, all Biafra all over the world, wherever you are watching us from. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiama, Elohi in heaven bless us. From this time forth, we have gathered to give you the teachings from what's going on, pending on the current affairs. I greet my comrades as well, Mr. Vam, Adadio Rama, Chuk Survivor, Sonny, and Biafra Battle Cry, aka Ikuku. Ndewonu.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. From the other side of my hand, at the right side, that is surviving the survivings. Please, Mazi, can you introduce yourself to the Biafran people? They already know you. But you know, we have to observe all the protocols. That is the way of life. Please, for the ones that are coming newly and for the old ones, please kindly let them know who you are.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to speak. I appreciate everybody is watching, every Biafran that is watching. I am one of your servants serving under Biafra Republic Government in exile in Media. That is where I am serving the Biafran people. Chuk Survivor, that is my channel. And I'm here once again to do my own part to send the message to Biafran people and say what needs to be said. I also appreciate my fellow comrades on board who are here and those who are going to join later. I appreciate everyone, and I appreciate our Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. And once again, my thanks goes to our Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and every member of the Cabinet of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Thank you all, more especially people that are watching from Biafra land. My special thanks goes to you. Sit back, get the right information, and I tell you, you will never remain the same. Thank you, my brother.
God bless you. I go back to the top. Adadioram, I don't know where you are. And there's somebody there that the person's camera is upside down, but I don't know. I go back to Biafra 247. Please, they already know you. Please kindly observe the protocol. Thank you, 247.
Thank you so much, my comrade, the honorable minister, and all the honorable ministers in the house. Protocols observed. One love to all of you, and Biafrans, anywhere you are watching us from, viewing us from, I respect and love you all, and I greet you all. And I must say, thank you for coming this evening. And I want us to remember, we they go as lead, as directed, as guided. We they follow instructions, we they follow guidelines. By the grace of God, step by step, we are getting to our destination. Thank you, and stay tuned this evening as we bring the news.
Thank you. Thank you. There is a general in the house. I called him General Van Van Vam. Some of you call him Pastor Van Van Vam, but I prefer the general. Please, the general, please, can you introduce yourself? You know, this is just to observe the protocol. We already know you, and the Biafran people know you. The world is also aware of you. Please, can you vandalize the enemies? Thank you.
Thank you very much, my senior, my brother. The general, you are the general, not me. You are now, you be the general. You are the officer in the house. I greet you, Gaddafi of Biafra. Thank you, my fellow comrades. With all due respect and protocol observed, beginning from my minister in the house, Mazi Akbarawa Sone, and every of our comrades in the house, I greet you. And fellow Biafrans watching from all over the world, I greet you all. My name is Rafael Chamaka Jere, aka Pastor Van Van Vam. We are here to Dokashela Van Van Vam. We move.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, the general in the house. Down from that right side of my hand, there is a man I used to address as Ikuku. 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 Ikuku, please kindly let the Biafra unveil yourself, you know. I call you Ikuku. Many of them don't know this Ikuku. They are asking, who is this Ikuku? And Onya Gurokwa Manago now. The one we are talking to has known himself. Please, can you introduce yourself to Biafran people? Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you for bringing me in. I appreciate everyone in the studio. I greet you all, my fellow comrades. I also want to send my greetings to all Biafrans watching right now from all over the world. Wherever you are joining us from, I say thank you for being here. You know what to do. Kindly like and share the broadcast from wherever you are watching from in order to, send notification to other Biafrans to join this very live broadcast. You all know that whenever we come together this way, so many things will happen. A lot of secrets will be made open. And of course, fire will be burning in the camps of the enemies. So I want to thank every one of you for standing strong with this very group and to make sure that we keep on fighting until we get to our promised land. I also want to use this medium to say thank you to our indomitable leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and of course, our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. I also want to say hello to all Umada, wherever you are. We are appreciating every one of you who have stood so strong and keep standing strong to this very, agitation or struggle, liberation struggle towards our freedom. I pray God protect our Eastern Security Network, ESN, wherever they are, all over Biafra land. Thank you all as we move on this very program.
Thank you, Ikuku, the Biafra Unite. You know, though you did not tell them that you are this Biafra Unite, though from your voice, but for the benefit of that, this is Biafra Unite. Now,
We move.
from that side, I move to the only Ada in our midst. We are complete. The world, God made the world male and female. And before we are not complete. So that's why we went to sleep. We wake up and a woman appear in our midst, which is the best thing to life. Please, there is a sister that is in our midst. Is an Ada of Ndembo Nandegede. Please, can you tell the Biafran people who you are and what you represent in this our liberation movement? Thank you and God bless you. You have the floor.
Kene nwoke, kene nwanyị, kene ikwu na ibe na ndị mbụ na ndị egede were gene Chukwu okike abịama. Ana m ekenekwa ụmụnne niile ndị mụ na ha na-abụ nọ n'efere mba izitere ụlọ ozi ọma wee na-ekenekwa ụnụ nwa ndị wepụta aka anyị n'ụlọ wee bịa ịnọgharị anyị ige ntị n'ihe anyị agwa ụnụ today. Na-asị ka Chukwu okike abịama gọziele m ụnụ niile n'otu n'otu. When I spoke because Shiano, like Shiano, so that you could say you live in Abania, when Ilundaji Makazi, I was the Ekenemono Muchineke.
They were Jokwa no Sanson Mesere Anoae and Edo. Van, you will help me for Edo greeting.
Obukia, Obukia.
Thank you. Please, can somebody turn it down, please, as we move? Thank you. There is a minister in the house. The house, Ovakovan. Please, if you are on your seat, please kindly introduce yourself. We have our minister, the Minister of Communication, Media, and Information. Please kindly let the Biafran people know who you are and say hi to Biafran people. They already know you. Please kindly tell them. Okay, thank you. And he's something is on top of him. He's on top of something. Like we move. Thank you. I'll come back to our information minister. As you can see, I am your brother Gaddafi of Biafra. I am remembered Gaddafi, and we are here to bring you the information. Like I always said, whenever we gather like this, the devil is in trouble. And I want to extend my greetings to the mothers that give birth to where we are today. This is fact, because when we want to talk about this struggle and the far we have gone, there is women that give birth to all of us. They came together, they travel, and they give birth to where we are today. I will always recognize them, and they are called Umuada, Umuada of Biafra. Umuada of Biafra, each and every one of you did a marvelous job. That are still here today with us, I want to salute you immensely, because most of you has fallen on the roadside and most of you keeping on. And remember, the journey is when I fall, you pick up my gun and you move. So this is a journey that we must continue. As our leader said, we move. So I salute every Umuada and also their leader, and each and every one of you that make it possible to give birth to where we are today. I salute you all. And I want to also salute your son, the son that you give birth to, which is called Biafra Government in Exile. This son is no longer a child either. This son has grown and is now a bigger boy. So every cabinet member of Biafra Government in Exile, I salute you all. Because without you, we will not be where we are. Each and every one of you have done a marvelous job. Thank you, and God bless you all. I did not also forget to salute Mazi Simon for his wisdom, putting everything together to lead us, the Prime Minister of Biafran government. I salute you. I thank you for what God has put on your shoulder, and you are leading us with God. You will lead us to the promised land. I thank you. I also did not forget our leader, Mazin Nandekano, whom is the father of us for now. I salute you. And also, I want us to observe a minute silence to each and every one of us. You remember, we are fighting for the living and for the dead. And we have to observe a minute silence, starting from our leader, Ikemba Chukwemeka Odemegu Ojukwu, down to General Philip Effiong, down to Ikonso, down to the people that have offered their life for today. They made us to speak today. They made us to be alive today. And also to remember all the children that died in starvation. We have to respect each and every one of them because they are the one we are fighting for. So I want us to observe a minute silence for them all because they die for us to live to speak. They die for us to be who we are today. Please, I thank you. Please, Vam, keep the time. Start from now. 1 minute silence. May the soul of our heroes and heroines that departed for this struggle never rest in peace and keep on fighting with us so that they will not die in vain. Thank you all, and God bless you. Like today, we'll bring you Dema is committing a new Imo State, trying to change our tradition and our ways of life, trying to, that Islamization we are telling you about has gradually trying to set in. So that is the reason why we are here today to tell you the abomination that are taking place in our land and funded by some of the governors, which is the willing tools of the jihadists, and which this man promised his people that he will dip Quran into the ocean. So as you can see, and these are one of the major reasons we need Biafra, because in this our generation, the Quran will never be dipped into that ocean. So this man promises people that he will dip the Quran into the ocean, and the willing tools from our land are now coming up, funding us to be Islamized, to change our ways of life. That is why we are here today, to bring to the notice of Biafran people, to tell them what we are fighting and what we are about to fight and what we will continuously fight. And I want us to, we are encouraging you to fight it as an individual. Please, can you bring the video up so that from the video we can do justice to it? Thank you, Mazi 247.
Holy Mosque, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam na Mecca na-arịọ n'abalị a sị gị mezuoro anyị ihe niile anyị chọrọ nke ka nke mezuoro anyị ebumnobi gọvanọ anyị gọvanọ Hope Uzodimma nke na-achị Imo steeti na-adị asọ papa nke igwe ọ ka na-achọ ịpụtakwa ịzụ ọchịchị Imo steeti ka a na-eme na Nọvemba. Chineke nna ekekere ụwa mezuoro ya ebumnuche ya mezuoro ya ebumnuche ya mezuoro ya otu o si na-achị anyị dị anyị mma. Chineke mezuoro ya ihe niile ọ na-arịọ. Hope Uzodimma wụ ọnwa ndị Imo ọ naghị akwado onweghị ndị ọ na-asaid ndị mmebi a na-emebiri ya ọchịchị ya ndị mmebi iwu ndị na-emebiri ọchịchị ya. Chineke ekwekwala ka ndị mmebi Chineke mefọcha ndị mmebi niile ahụ ka ihe niile zoro ezo pụta n'ihe. Nna dị asọ ya ka ihe anyị na-ayọ gị Hope Uzodimma gọvanọ anyị Chineke mezuoro ya ọchịchị ọnụmụ na nkewa ọchịchị Imo steeti ya chịa Naijiria ike nke Chineke. Ihe anyị na-ayọ gị n'aha nsọ gị Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim Bismillahirrahmanirrahim Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin Arrahmanirrahim Maliki Yawmiddin Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in Ihdina siratal mustaqim siratal ladzina an'amta alaihim ghairil maghdubi alaihim waladdallin. Amen. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Hope 2023. Yes. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are in Mecca now. You can see trying to perform our Umrah now. Right here we are with the Sariki House, our Imo State. Alaji Awan Baba Sule. Onye eze ya arịla gị mma. Onye eze biko elochi ị nwere iji ndị Imo gbasara ihe anyị mega taa.
Anyị abịarụla ala nsọ bụ ala Mecca. Anyị si Medina yọọ Mecca n'abalị a. Anyị abịakwa n'ebe a ga-eme ekpere udochi n'ala Imo. Bịakwa n'ebere ka udochi na Nigeria. Bịakwa na onyeisi anyị ekpere wụ Senator Hope Uzodimma, Governor of Imo State. So dịka nke Chineke anyị agbakọla ọ gwara ya bịara ikpe taa udochi n'ala Imo udochi na Nigeria.
Amen. Onye eze ọ ga-arịla gị mma. Nwanne nwoke Ibrahim Bello, elee ihe ị nwere ike iji gọvanọ anyị na ndị Imo?
Ihe m chọrọ ikwu ihe ọma kacha ihe ka gọvanọ anyị o ji webiga ya bụ ekpere jụọ Chineke ka udo bịa n'ala Igbo bịa na Naịjirịa niile ihe niile ka ọ ga na-agbagharị na mpaghara anyị ka Chineke zaa ekpere anyị niile.
Nwanne m nwoke lee oji nwekwara ike iji ndị Imo na ndị Imo lega anyị na gọvanọ anyị Hope Uzodimma.
So bring up an advice that here will come. And they call out a guy she Chineke against in the call now all the somebody. Actually she say the Hope Uzodimma and you will how why is that how water Chineke our second even Yahweh third Yahweh president as far as I don't believe Chineke.
Amen. And then my people who have, let us say hello and say little prayer to our governor Hope Uzodimma who got this possible for us.
Your Almighty Allah bless him, bless his family, bless his generation. Make peace reign in Imo State. In his tenure, you have more blessing. You have more Rama. And Almighty God, not blessing, increase the bottom.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you can remove it. Mazugo, whoever that is speaking will be bring on the spotlight. Thank you. God bless you. And the Biafran people, you guys have seen the abomination. This Fulani, I have other videos where a Fulani man is speaking Igbo fluently. For instance, I want to start from the lineup there here below. I want to call like our sister Adade Orama. For instance, Adade Orama speaks French fluently. She speaks French very, very well. And the same way that these people, they are not Igbos, they put them together for a whole purpose of them to use it to confuse us, to change our ways of life, to most majority of them are Fulanis. Majority of them are Fulanis. For instance, my sister Adade Orama, you know, what do you have to say? And I want to give you a little begging for something. After you are speaking to dissect this to the abomination that Hopos of them are putting up in our Biafra land, then I would also like you to use French to tell the world. That means that not because you speak the language makes you a native or an indigenous of the place. They gather the people that were born in Biafra land, that have learned our language. At the end of the day, they want to use them to confuse us. So thank you, my sister Daderama. You have 5 minutes. God bless you.
Unmute yourself, Ada. Ada, it looks like you are muted.
Bon, ụmụ Chineke ekene m unu ege n'afọ nwara dịọla mma ka ndị ndụ na mgbe ga-eje ya asụsụ nke eji mara
Please, audible. Your voice is too low, please.
asụsụ nke eji wee mara m. Ụmụ Chineke anụ na-eme na Imo steeti Hope Uzodimma na-eme. O nwere ajụjụ m chọrọ ịjụ Hope Uzodimma. Achọrọ m ibidogodo n'azụ. Achọrọ m ịjụ Hope Uzodimma ọkwa Kristian ka ọ bụ. Mmadụ one ka o sendere na Mecca, o sendere na Rome? Christians one ka o sendere na Rome? Christians one ka o sendere na Israel? Mmadụ one? Gosi na Hope Uzodimma atọnụgo Imo steeti to Muslim country. So gosi that na ọ na Christian enweghịzi any power n'Imo steeti. Gosi that na nweghịzi ya anyị na-eche nọọ ya ka Hope Uzodimma bidoro. Ọ dị ka ha ji wee tinye Hope Uzodimma. Ọwụ na unu n'anya weta ihe fụrụ na odo ehu na ọkụkọ anya na Hope Uzodimma imecha ya anya ma na onye Fulani ka 100% Fulani, like ụmụazị Fulani a mụrụ na be anyị na-asụ Igbo. Atọghị ọ na-awụ ebe egburu mmadụ n'Imo steeti asị nọ ndị Igbo. Ana m ekwu na-asị inye ụmụazị amụrụ n'Imo steeti, ndị Fulani amụrụ n'Imo steeti na-asụ Igbo, na ndị a na-asụ Igbo karịa anyị nwa, ha mee ihe asị nọ ndị Igbo ka ha wụ, ha jee ochie ejide ha na-asụ Igbo asị nọ ndị Igbo kwa nọ ndị Fulani. Kedu ife Hope Uzodimma na-egosizi anyị? Ana m ayọ ndị Igbo na Hausa abatago ọkarị ka esi wee kwuo ya. Ike onye nwụna ya ewepụ gbakọ wepụ ma ndị ụka onye nwụna esi na-ewu onye ụka ọnwụ na ihe ya ebinye ọtọ one day afọ ọsọ gosi ogo babazie ike na Hope Uzodimma egosigogo agenda ya, and ọ na-abịakwa again for another 4 years whether you like it or not. No kita ka unu ya anyị ebido wake up, stand there to push these people out from Biafra land. If not, onye efutu onye ihu futu onye azụ, because afụbe m mbọsị Hope Uzodimma binyite si na o wepụta group of Christians send ha to Rome and fụtụbenye ha ruo that place because iwurili the omeni ya afụ ya ndị be anyị awụrụ ndị na-ezo onwe fa, and na these people jere ekwe n'ele gosikwa unu onwe ha meseji ka ha send meseji ka ha send because ọ wụrụ ije na that Mecca enwekwara ndị be anyị nọkwa ebe ahụ enwekwara another group Fulani, enwere ndị Hausa, enwere ndị Yoruba. Why this group ji wee gosi onwe ha? Why ha ji wepụta ka na-echeta ya ka amara na ọha nwa? Why ha ji wee just ji gosi nekwe na anyị bere ebe a is a message ka esendiri anyị, and they hope that I will understand that message. And I'm ndị Igbo special because na ndị vice na-ebe onye biko ọ na-agwachi nyochagozigo nyocha ndị Igbo ndị nna agwa nke ọsọ nke m ka mma n'ọha nwa anyị nwa ndị Igbo ka anwụ na this is struggle anyị nwa ka akwụ ụgwọ ka ha fi gbacha nnekọ nri niile atacha afụfụ niile anwụcha ọnwụ niile ọ na-anyị n'iyi. Hope Uzodimma egosigo anyị onye ọnwụ by he send all these people to Mecca. Gbakwa ha lukwa ha gwokwuo na ha elugo ha lukwa gosi na ha eluo na onye na-ekene Hope Uzodimma. Ana m asị onye ọnwụ na wake up binye n'ike na obodo unu egwesidi na time onwere onye ọzọ anyị esi wee nweta onwe anyị n'aka district ahụ onwere onwe onwere onye ọzọ anyị esi wee nweta onwe anyị n'aka Hope Uzodimma na ndị kabal ya niile ahụ nwere onwe. If not, Hope Uzodimma egosigo onwe. After Hope Uzodimma, another governor egosikwa onwe because ha ncha niile okwu otu. All of them is the same. All the governor nọ na Igbo ha ncha niile wụ na nke masị gị na nke a dị iche. Kama na Hope Uzodimma na-ewepụta onwe gosisi yes na ọmụnwa ndị nke ọzọ na-eje n'okpuru ụlọ n'okpuru ala gafe enweghị n'ime bifo ha ebinyite ọdụgola anyị too late. Nna anyị sị na mma asụ French, o nwere ife kpata m ejibeghị asụ French because ama m obodo nọ because ọnwụ na anyị sụa emetụ aka n'ife gbasara these people o nwere ike inye m nsogbu hie ama m ife njibe kama ọnwụ nọ another program I concern ndị a na-abọ ike I will come out. But on a very, what advice can you give Igbos or Biafrans, mostly Biafrans? Which advice can you give Biafrans with that language so that they will? I just want the Biafra people know that for the fact they speak Igbo does not make them Igbo. Likewise, anybody can speak anything fluently. That does not mean you are in. You are there. You are part of the people. Thank you. Just like 1 minute. Pour rapport à la langue de français, moi je suis pas français, mais je parle très bien française. Donc, avec la langue qu'on parle, je peux faire quelque chose ailleurs. Avec la langue française. Dès que j'ai parlé français là-bas, quand tu vas te dire, ah, c'est français, c'est le français. Quand je ne suis pas français, c'est le problème qu'on a chez nous. Il y a une ethnie qui s'appelle le Fulani. Ils sont vus là-bas, ils sont nés là-bas et parlent très, très, très bien la langue Igbo. Parfois, les gens là, c'est les gens, ils sont connus bien de tuer les gens. Tuer les gens. Quand ils ont parti, qu'est-ce qu'ils veulent dire à propos de la religion? Moi, je suis catholique. Oh, c'est musulman. Ils sont doués pour djihadistes. Donc, quand ils ont parti, quand tu n'as pas quoi en haut, quoi dans leur religion, automatiquement, tu as ennemi. Qu'est-ce qu'ils ont fait? C'est le massacre. Tuer tout le monde. Quand ils ont commencé à commettre les actes, qu'est-ce qu'il fait? Qu'est-ce qu'il dit? Et pas la langue Igbo. Les gens qui entendent la langue Igbo, ils ont dit, ah bon, c'est les Igbo. Ils sont en train de tuer entre eux. Qu'est-ce qu'on va faire? On laisse-le, c'est les Igbo. Car ce n'est pas les Igbo. Uniquement les Igbo, uniquement les gens, les Fulani, et pas les bien Igbo. Ils sont nés là-bas. Quand je parle français là, donc si je connais quelque chose avec cette langue, automatiquement, je suis française. Si tu es à côté de moi, tu vas le croire que c'est une française. Quand je ne suis pas. C'est le problème qu'on est chez nous. Donc, Dieu vous demande.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Merci beaucoup. Merci. Like I said, for the fact you speak people's language, maybe you commit atrocity with the language of the people, does not really make you an Igbo. Like these are people selected, born, that are resided here for a very long time, that can speak our language. They put them together to convince the ones they can confuse. From the other side of the flank, from the settings I see here, from the top there, I see Biafra battle cry. Please use your 5 minutes and use it well. Please, Vam, kindly the time you're there. God bless you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Please, what time? Let me know how many minutes do you give?
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Again,
So,
hear this Biafra battle cry. From the submission I saw on the screen here from the Janjaweed representing Hope Uzodimma in Saudi Arabia, this is so alarming. I don't know why it becomes so clear or so forceful that these people travel all the way from Zoo to Mecca. The only person that can represent there is Hope Uzodimma in the name of Imo State. I don't know if it is Imo State, it's only the state that is in the southeast or in Nigeria as a whole. Like our sister said, that other tribes went there, but these people they purposely went there to just showcase themselves to represent this man. And the striking thing that I heard from the guy who is anchoring the clip was he said two Hope Uzodimma si achiha de hamma. How Hope Uzodimma si achiha were the farmer means that the killing of the indigenous in Imo State by Hope Uzodimma through the repentant Fulani terrorist jihadists in army uniform is okay for them, because as it is, where others are dying, or maybe where the two elephants are fighting, what suffers is the grass underneath. The striking thing is that what has Hope Uzodimma achieved? Has the properties and life been secured in Imo State? Why must these people come and say that the way Hope Uzodimma achieved the farm, even declared or proclaimed that for Hope Uzodimma to come to rule Nigeria, that it is their own prayer as well to rule Nigeria, means they have captured this man. The question we should be asking ourselves is that the blood that is flowing in this man, Hope Uzodimma, is he a really Igbo blood? We have to question where this Hope Uzodimma comes from, whether it's a real indigenous. Because there was a guy who wore Fulani masquerade some time ago, was speaking Igbo. On the masquerade, Fulani, this is attire, and he said that his forefathers, they came 18 something. So if they came truly 18 something, means there have been a generation that have pregnated, illegally, pregnated their mother illegally and born them, and those people, they grew up with Fulani blood. So let's ask ourselves a question. The reason why these people went to Mecca and they were presenting this murderous Hope Uzodimma in Mecca and praying and speaking. As you can see, they are all there speaking Igbo, but looking at their face doesn't look like a real Igbo person. Their face look like maybe, I don't know, what will I say? So it is time for we to start asking ourselves questions. This is very, very important. I watched this video this morning. Since morning, I have not recovered. I said, what is the meaning of this? So it means the purpose of Hope Uzodimma being in power by knocking the main governor, Ihedioha, knocking him out and bringing this man in, is to Islamize Imo State. And for their purpose is that if they capture Imo State, other eastern region is ABCD. It's just an offer couple. That's the real agenda of Islamization coming to Southeast, starting from Hope Uzodinma. Thank you.
God bless you. God bless you.
He used 4 minutes, so we'll keep 1 minute in the bank for him.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you, our timekeeper. You really did marvelous job for calculating it. Please, can you bring everybody so that we know the way we are together? Please, I may call it. Okay, from down the line, Pastor General Van, it is your time. Please, General, can you use 5 minutes to dissect this abomination that are happening in our land? Wopo Zodima is trying to confuse our people, trying to paint a fake image to our people, trying to let them know that he is really a stooge and a willing tool in the hands of jihadis and the useless government of the terrorist government of the zoo. Please use your 5 minutes. Like our daddy Orama said, how many people has Wopo Zodima taken to Israel? How many people has he taken to Rome? But why is it only Mecca? That means he come there for an assignment as a Supreme Court governor. So, Van, please fire your 5 minutes.
Thank you very much, Mazi Gaddafi. Thank you so much. You know, what I saw there, I called it the abomination of desolation, because Biafra land is a land that is sacred. Biafrans are children of the Most High. Hope Uzodinjo have desecrated Biafra, as it were. Now, like Adadi Orama rightly said, I will want to remind Biafrans and everyone that are concerned that that was taxpayers' money. Taxpayers' money that is supposed to be used for the betterment of Imo State. Hope Uzodinjo used it to recruit some people that are not even from Biafra. Some of them are, Fulani people, but he was able to convince some hungry saboteurs and gave them money, gathered them, and took them to a strange land. Now, those people are not, or automatically you cannot know that they are not one of us, because there is no Biafran, no real Biafran that will go to a strange land and pray to the God of Biafra in a strange land. It's not possible. And he was speaking the language of heaven in a strange land, calling God. Well, the God of Biafra knows his people. He knows his own. So Hope Uzodinjo, it is not today that we have been exposing that hope is an instrument that these people have fixed in Biafra land to desecrate our land. He has an assignment and is trying to fulfill that assignment. But we have given him water. Hope is not finding it easy. That is why you see him, hiding to do some of these things. Hope doesn't even live in Igbo land. He operates from Abuja, and his time will soon expire. He's doing all these things to please his employers, so that he will see whether they will give him another Supreme Court position again for another 4 years. But it is impossible. Completely impossible. He knows there is no way for him anymore. Even before the expiration of his time that he has stolen, he is going to, in fact, I don't even know where he will hide. Because by the time he will try to come back and see that he cannot come back, his people that employed him, they will discard him. I wonder where he will hide then. So this one is an eye-opener for those that thought that what we were saying, we don't know what we're saying. And that Orama have reminded you people, 99.9% of everybody in Biafra, in Imo State, are Christians. No, let me say 90%, and the rest of them are nominal. If 90% are Christians, and maybe the rest are nominal, waiting concern Saudi Arabia, consign the Imo State. For Hope Uzodinjo not to even think of, you know, organizing a festival in Igbo land that has to do with tradition, or gathering the majority that are Christians to take them to pilgrimage in either Israel or in Rome. But he wants to please the Fulani. So every one of you in Biafra land, you can now see that what Mazen Nnamdi have been saying and what Mazen Simon Ekpa has been echoing also to support Mazen Nnamdi is nothing but the truth. Not so long ago, our Prime Minister, Mazen Simon Ekpa, did a long program exposing one of those people that were shown in that video that is speaking Igbo fluently, but he is a Fulani because he was born in Owerri. He can speak Igbo very well. So that's how you will now know that all the things that they try to blackmail IPOB, blackmail Simon Ekpa, blackmail us, they are being committed by these people. So this one will give you the evidence. So are you still doubting us when we tell you that Islamization is the agenda? When El-Rufai is speaking from Kaduna, Hope Uzodinjo is concurring with what El-Rufai is saying in Kaduna. He concur in Imo State. And you want that to continue? That will never happen. Not in Biafra land. My time is up. I hand over to the next comrade. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You did marvelous. You know why? You know, position, but now you're a true son of the soil. Thank you very well. Thank you so much. From your line, and I want to bring in the man that they pursued him, and this man managed to survive. Please, the survivor of the survive, please, can you take a 5 minutes and dissect this abomination? Because we never see who this guy took to Israel, which is our place. We never see who he has taken to Rome, where is a strong place of the Catholic. Neither has he seen when he come to do our traditional masquerade as Unyo Menala. So I never see all these things from Hope Uzodinma, but the only thing I'm seeing now is going to Abuja, where he's ruling Imo State from, gathering all these people that you know that can speak Igbo, and bringing them to come and confuse our people, and trying to work to Islamize us. Because this is to tell you that the Islamization of that zoo called Evil Forest is real. So it is very, 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 very real. It is real. They want to dip their Quran in the ocean. So he want to let you know that we will dip that Quran in ocean. So we are here to explain to Biafran people that they can never do it. So Master Survivor, please hit your 5 minutes in whichever way you flow.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, fellow Biafrans that are watching. I appreciate everyone once again. And when I saw that very video, I wouldn't tell you that I'm shocked. I wasn't shocked. But I can tell you on my own side, when I saw that video, I said, yes, that is it. I was happy on one other side. Why am I happy? Our job has been made easy. It has become a confirmation to so many things we've been saying for a very long time. You see, that is why I tell people in this very struggle that we are in, if you are a Biafran and yet you are having a doubt, I don't think you have the real Biafran blood in you. Every single revelation that has to be made for us to see has been made by Chukwu Okikabia himself. After we have made the expositions, after our Prime Minister made the exposition, and Mazen Nnamdi own, we have a lot of doubting Thomas who doesn't believe. They want to see before they believe. Chukwu Okikabia go an extra mile to make revelations for us to see things by ourselves. And when I saw that video, I said, yes, that is it. What you saw there is the misrepresentation of the Biafran people. And for the record, what we are saying, and we are not having any attack against their religion or whatever they are doing, but for you to misrepresent Biafran people, that is a crime of its own. If there are any people that have to be presented as Christians, it is Imo State. If there are any state that have to project people as Muslims, it can never be a state in Biafra land. But now you come down, this boils down to the situation where we say that every politician in Biafra land, starting from the smaller one to the biggest, they are all enemies of the people. And I go further to say that we do not choose anybody. When it comes to politics, no politician is chosen by the Biafran people, not even one. From your local government chairman, they are all chosen all the way from Sokoto to play a certain role, including your local government chairman. When you see what Hope Uzodinma is doing, do you think that Hope Uzodinma will choose a local government chairman that does not abide by the rules of the caliphate? Of course, he will not. You saw, another thing I saw there is mismanagement of fund. The money of the state that you're supposed to run affairs and do something better for the state, you are using it to sponsor a religious movement that doesn't have anything to do with your own people. So many of us here are of age, and we know every state of that zoological republic that they made by themselves, the people that are in there. We know how they run. For you to come and begin to represent Imo State up to the extent of sponsoring a movement, and you throw it on the air with the money of the government, every one of us should be worried. And that is why I say, whenever you wake up in the morning and you open your phone, you will see more reason why you should pursue the exit of Biafra as soon as possible. There is a lot of danger. When you look at that video, you'll be seeing danger before you over. They are trying to infiltrate us and take away our culture. Everything that makes us whom we are, they are taking it away. And they begin to play their games. When you see Hope Uzodinma went to Sokoto and they tie a turban on his head, some thought it was for decoration. They thought it was fancy. Today you see it playing out. Trying to change everything we stand for. And most shockingly is somebody to come out and say that he's praying for the worst governor in the Zoological Republic, which everybody knows, apart from the sentiment of what he's doing, the worst governor. You went to pray for more killing of Biafran people, more loss of life, more failures, more burning of houses. That is what you went to pray for. And these are the people who are working hand in hand with the man in the creek. These are the people you see who are part of the Bubag that are burning our houses without any offense. May Chukwu Okike give us the strength to know the right path to follow. Thank you, my brother.
Thank you, Mr. Survivor. You know, when you were talking, I begin to think about things, you know. And that is why you see them kill somebody and behead the person. Beheading of a human being is alien to our tradition. Igbo man does not behead people. That is why you can see them, when they are committing this atrocity, they are speaking Igbo, as if they are Igbos or they are Biafrans. And that is the Biafran, that tradition is alien to Biafran. It is very, very alien. That's why you see they commit a lot of atrocity where they accuse ourselves. So that is very, very correct. The man, the Ikuku. I come to Ikuku. Ikuku, you have seen that Oblate Uzodinma has never taken anybody to Israel, which is our base, or Rome, as a symbol of Christianity and Rome and Israel. And he's busy sending them to Mecca. And they are there making video to tell you that Uzodinma is doing the biddings that made a Supreme Court made him governor. So, Ikuku, the Biafra unites. Please, can you dissect this scenario? You can see most of them, like Asare. These are the willing tools they are using. You can see them like one of them that living in Kuwait, that was living in Kuwait, that call himself Mohammed Abbas. These are the willing tools. So, Biafra Unite, please, can you dissect this abomination in our land? Thank you.
Thank you, my brother, for bringing me in once again. I greet you and I greet everyone in the house, and of course, Biafrans who are listening from your various locations. I want to say something. I want to begin with this. You see, what happened on that very video is something that we need to look beyond our nose. What we have just witnessed inside that video is deeper than what some people thought. It's deeper than what some of us are thinking. Right now, I want us to connect the dots. Hope Uzodinma was never the duly elected governor of Imo State. Hope Uzodinma, as a matter of fact, took the 4th position. Other people, Emeki Hedo and them, Araru made them and others, came before him. But for the fact that Hope Uzodinma is from APC, which is Alo Melundizu. APC is Alo Melundizu. Now, for the fact that Hope Uzodinma is from APC, he went to Abuja. They concocted the lie that he won the election, and he went to Supreme Court, which the Fulani is in charge of. And through the Supreme Court, they made him the governor. There was abracadabra, magic, that was done in Abuja, and Hope Uzodinma was pronounced the governor of Imo State. Now, it has always been disaster. It has been disastrous all through these years. Hope Uzodinma has been the governor of Imo State. Imo State has been the theater of war. Now, all these things that have been happening, the Fulanis are watching. Those that made him the governor are watching. And this very year, November, I think it's going to be November 18 or 11. I will have to check my calendar again. There's going to be another governorship election in Imo State. That's why I said that what happened in that video is beyond what some of us are thinking. There is governorship election which is coming up in November. And Hope Uzodinma is on the race. Now, Hope Uzodinma wants to show those that put him in power that I am still working for you. These are the reasons. In fact, they use one ako. They want to use one bullet to shoot different types of animals. Now, Hope Uzodinma, in one way, wants to show the people who put him in power that, look, this is the reason why you must reinstate me. This is the reason why you have to allow me to remain the governor of Imo State. By making sure that the agenda of dipping the Quran in Atlantic Ocean begins from Imo State. I'm talking about passing through the east to Atlantic Ocean. Because it's easy for Fulani to dip their Quran in Atlantic Ocean through Ekiti State, which they have taken. Is it Ekiti State? Kwara State, sorry.
No, Kwara
which they have taken. From Kwara State to Ekiti State, from Ekiti State to Oyo State, from Oyo State to Lagos, from Lagos to Atlantic Ocean. So it's easy for them. But their problem is the east. I still have 2 minutes. I'm targeting it. So right now, Hope Uzodinma has given the Fulani the reason that he must remain as a governor by allowing this thing to happen, by sponsoring the Fulanis that were born in Imo State, who know Igbo language more than some of us who live in the diaspora. He sponsored them to Mecca, and now they are making video to prove that yes, that the governor is doing the bidding of the masters. And now this is another way to corrupt our people, to show them that somehow there is unity, that Igbo people can somehow become Muslims. It does not happen because the Saudi Arabians cannot become Christians. It is like that. I will leave it for now. Thank you.
God bless you. Thank you, D Kuku. Biafra Unite. You just made a point in your closing remarks. You said the Saudi Arabia can never become Christians. So I don't know why the Biafran people like yam porridge. That is why you see somebody will call himself Alahaji this, Alahaji that. Like this a flip we have in Calabar. Because what they want to do, they will use that to confuse our people, to recruit our people, to change the ways of our life. The point you made there is that you said a Saudi man can never become a Christian, which is fact. Now, France, they are now claiming some area that if you are not a Muslim, you will not be there. So these are things that are taking place in the world. In London, they are now trying to overtake the place. So they feel say if they can, like Turkey was a strong Christian country. But today, what is the story of Turkey today? So these are the kind of things they want to do in our land, which is very, very unacceptable. And I want every Biafran to rise up to stand against this. And this is the time that their father said they would dip their Quran in our ocean. So this is the time that every Biafran must rise up to condemn it, to stand against it, and maintain our own way of life. If a Saudi man will never be a Muslim, because Christianity is what we know for, and our traditional way. Thank you. Biafra 247. I don't know if our Minister for Information is said. Please notify me, Mazi Sonny, if you are on your seat. Please kindly notify me. So in the meantime, I am bringing a Biafra 247 to scatter the table. God bless you. Before we move to next round, God bless you all. So your time starts.
Yes. Thank you, Gaddafi. Thank you so much. My people, I greet you now. All protocols observed. To me, you see, all these hopes on the matter. Like somebody said before, we don't know if he is really an Igbo man or a Biafra man. You see, one point where I get for all this thing Hope Uzodinma is doing, like a Biafra United say, is that he is just trying to make it clear that I am working very, very strong. And in other words, waiting I see, Hope Uzodinma is now projecting to the whole world that look, Imo State is now a Muslim state. We know they see from this angle. If in a year like this, you can have up to 200 people going to Saudi Arabia from Imo State just for Hajj, that is just telling you that Imo State No, they put something. Allow me to talk. All of them follow. It's just to tell you that Imo State is now a Muslim country. And this is a place you have people that call themselves traditional rulers because they cannot talk. Because these traditional rulers, they go collect money from Hopos or them. It's not important whether these people, their ancestors today for. Listen, they can go. Are there not Igbos in Sokoto, in Kano, in Meduguri, in Borno that has been there? Their ancestors has been there that can speak Igbo Hausa fluently. They don't send them to Israel. May they go there, go represent Funani. Say Funani is to come Israel as Christians. Have that happened? And we dey here with the talk, hope Uzadema. Listen, Biafrans, if you like, they wait for new Nigeria. New Nigeria is coming. And this is just they are just trying to open the window. By the time they open the door, you go understand. Those that are waiting for new Nigeria, there is no how. Let me tell you, Hope Uzodinma is a Muslim. Before you become that governor, council of from local government chairman, what do you call councillor, you must go and swear for them. They go crown you, and that means you are now their goat. Whatever they tell you to do, you do. This is why you can see Hope. You remember, it was after our Prime Minister, Samuel Ekpa, made the exposition, and they said to Hope Uzodinma, you go to Abuja every week to tell them to give you reinforcement. The ones you collect, where are they? That was when Hope Uzodinma started making it public. If not, every week, say, he go too late. Every 2 weeks, Hope Uzodinma must fly to Abuja to demand more hands, soldiers, and they will come, but they don't go back. It was after Mazi Simon Ekpa, Prime Minister, made that exposition, mock him, he stopped making it public. But whether he is still doing it, he is still doing it. All this is to finalize our land. Remember, they are giving out the strategic points, places, lands to Funanis to use for their cattle, to use for their malu. And then somebody is waiting for a new Nigeria. The new Nigeria you are waiting for, who will be your governor? What is the difference between Obi and Hope Uzodinma? What is the difference between Obi and Rochas Okrocha? No difference. So you demanding for new Nigeria to come, beautiful Nigeria to come, nothing different will come from what you are having now. Rather, you are going to get something that is more worse. Now, it is now in the history that Imo State had a group of 200 men that went to Saudi Arabia to represent them this year. If you like, agree. Become a pastor, stay in your altar, say, thunder go kill them. They will die miserably. The fire will kill them. Fire no they kill them. Make I tell you. Don't reach. No. Okay now.
Now because you call pastor now for church they ring that bell.
Because I call church. Now be the best, they ring bell for me. Don't worry. Make them they pray for church. But immediately I mention church, he ring bell for me. No
How
problem.
dare you? How dare you talk about my colleagues, my former colleagues?
Now that one they say thunders and grand calling.
Gaddafi, collect the mic from Ababel, give another person.
Thank you. Thank you. Our Minister of Information, Laya Mohammed. Our Minister of Information of Biafra. You say thunder go fire who? So now we now fire Biafra police. Thank you, Biafra people. Sometimes we laugh because the heavy load of our situation can cause. In fact, I know many people that is having blood pressure because of what we are going through, and we are trying to let the world know what is happening in our land, and that is why we are here. Please, and wherever you are, anywhere you are, please kindly share this program. We are broadcasting from 24 Josri channel. We are broadcasting, I think, from Choose Survivor channels. We are broadcasting from Rafa Jere channels. We are broadcasting from Biafra Battle Cry TV. We are broadcasting from. We are also broadcasting live Twitter, Gaddafi of Biafra channels. We are also broadcasting Biafra Freedom Voice TV, Facebook as well, and Facebook profile. We are also broadcasting live on a Twitter. So what I want to tell you is that wherever you are, click the like button, subscribe, 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 and share, not just for you to sit here and listen to us. Remember, your own job is to subscribe and click the like button so that it will activate the notification for others to see it. This is matter we are treating today is very, very important. And we're also broadcasting from Adadio Olamma channel in YouTube. And God bless you all. Minister of Information, Communication and Media, the head of Ekurekus. Please kindly use your, I will give you plus 2 minutes. It will be 7 minutes. You know why I'm giving you plus 2 minutes? Because you never introduce yourself. You will start from your 2 minutes for introduction and 5 minutes that everybody shared. So that's why I make it 2 minutes. It's not being partial. It's your okay, as in your share. God bless you. Please, from the people like Frog in the Creek, the Pig in the Creek, have changed their name due to this kind of thing. And let me tell you, the father of all Joseph disowned him. That is not the father. Meaning that the father of all Joseph may be IBB. Because when you go through the history, you can see it could be IBB. These are the people that have Fulani's blood. Like I hope most of them injure. Maybe those people that the mama went to say kunu to those soldiers in their land, and they were raped. So something happened to their, something like that. So that is why you see a lot of saboteurs in this our time. Ifajina is many because during the war, the Abokis were raping many of our women. That's why we see a lot of saboteurs in our midst. That's why you see the group of fallen angels will come together and become fallen angels. Some call themselves DOS. But one thing we know is that you will sleep in Biafra and wake up. I mean, you will sleep in Nigeria and wake up in Biafra. That is our Minister of Information Communication. Please fire your 7 minutes. Vam, the timekeeper.
Super greetings to all Biafrans that are listening to us, and to all these super media warriors and military men that are here. Who they fire one Nigeria unto say they come touch our tail, and one Nigeria they confess every day they cry. But I know too plenty, but just una voices and una work, they make one Nigeria they shake. So I salute all of una. I salute our leader. I salute our PM. I salute our defense minister. I salute the financial team. I salute everybody that contribute to make sure we go forward and backward never. Biafra must win. Our ESN, I throw away multiple salutes. And Biafran Liberation Army, onward together we stand. Now, Okoracha had tried to speak in Fude and to quote the Quran, but it did not favor him. When they came for his head, he was crying and calling the blood of Jesus. As at that time, he was not quoting the Quran. when one Nigeria came, when one Nigeria came for Okorocha, as at that time, instead of him to have quoted the Quran, he did not quote the Quran. That was when he now remembered that he made a mistake of denying his ancestry to go for the Quran. And then you remember, oh, I am a Christian, oh, blood of Jesus, God, come and help me. I say, hey, okay, let us now go and pick this issue the way it is. Before we go forward, 247, please, you're in the studio. Please, no vex. Because this is only what will help Biafrans to understand the main reason that we are explaining what we are explaining. As Gaddafi was talking, I just came across this video. Put it on the screen. Let us pick something. Because this is what will finish the whole talk for them.
Ran into the bush or across to the east, but troops remained in Asaba, and the threat of rape hung over the remaining women and girls.
They were forcibly married by soldiers. I have an auntie who...
They were forcibly married by soldiers. I have an auntie
who was married forcibly by soldiers. Children
who was forcibly married by soldiers, and children were raped. Adults and even old women were raped too.
They were raped. Adults, even old women were raped too. And even when they see that you're a young girl, they would forcibly take you as their wife.
Even when they see that you are a young girl, they will forcefully take you as their wife. So, are you getting the point?
That is, if you don't want, they kill.
As people...
That is, if you don't want, they kill you. Let's see if we can track it back small again.
By soldiers. I have an auntie who was married forcibly by soldiers. Children were raped, and also even old women were raped too. And even when they see that you're a young girl, they would forcibly take you as their wife. That is, if you don't want, they kill.
Okay, thank you, Mazi Ugo, for bringing that video up. Now, what happened there culminated into the people that you see that have been assembled and sent to Mecca. They are the product of what happened in that video. They are the residues. They are the spoils of war. They are what was gotten from what happened in 1966 to 1970. Those our women that were raped and forcefully taken as wives, many of them that were trying to drag against their will, they cut their heads off. The Fulanis that came there to fight the war of one Nigeria, as they called it, which was a genocide, did all those. So when you now start counting Oblezus Odima, you start counting the 200 and something people that they have sent to Mecca. This is where they came from. We have seen a video where we saw, is it a sheikh being coronated in, was it Imo State or in which place? So that is still one of them. They raised them in Biafra land. Some of them, they even raised them in the north, but because they were begotten from these ways, so they can speak our dialect and our languages very well. They can even speak more than many of us that are here, because we've been away from home for a long time. So what are we trying to make you to understand? We're trying to make you to understand that these are the products of Fulanis. That is why an elephant can never give birth to a goat. So, a baby elephant can never one day come to behave like a ram. That baby elephant must always behave like an elephant, no matter the condition and no matter the time. That is why when you hear of chameleon, chameleon as its names and properties implies, will always change with time. So if that does not change, you know that is not a chameleon, because it doesn't carry the properties of a chameleon. Some people may say, oh, many of us I speak other languages very well from other places. Let me ask a question. Kaduna Nzoku, who was our big man during our liberation in 66 to 70s, was he not speaking the Fude and the Hausa languages very fluent? When you hear of his name, Kaduna, is that Igbo name? No. But because they decided to call him that name and he was taken as favorite because that is where he was raised. But let me explain something to you now from Kaduna and Soko. The spirit of I cannot allow my people to be destroyed did not allow Kaduna to allow the spirit of Fulani to kill your own brother to enter him. So even as he was raised in the north, he still had the spirit of Biafra running in his veins and walking as a true Biafra. That is why when they saw that the entire one Nigeria were to be destroyed and people's lives were at stake, they did what? They stood up, not minding where he was and where he was living day in, day out. So he was able to do what? Still bring back his mind of a Biafran man to walk as a Biafran. Thank you, Mazirab. Let me drop it there.
Yeah, God bless you, and our Minister for Information. God bless you.
Adasham 30 seconds, so and you not tell me thank you.
You did well. You did marvelous city.
Thank you, Mazira, for dashing me extra 30 seconds. Thank you.
All this time of telling you thank you, you've taken back your 30 seconds. Thank you. So what I want to pick something from what and our Minister of Information was saying. He talked about Kaduna Nzogo. And when we talk about Kaduna Nzogo, meaning that Kaduna Nzogo have Biafran blood, full Biafran blood, and it was raised in the north. Because he has a Biafran blood raised in the north, he always know his roots. But another side of this story is that these are the people that have Fulani blood, that have jihadist blood, and they were raised in the Biafran land, and they are in Biafran land to work against the Biafran people. You see this? So Kaduna Nzogu, who has Igbo blood or Biafran blood, who grew up in the north, was raised in the north, was also in the north to stand against from those in the north killing his people. And this one now, these people that are raised, that has the northern blood and raised in Biafran land, these people, what they are doing is that they are like a messenger that go ahead of them to prepare the ground for the order of their brothers to come to overtake us. So I think each and every one of us has spoken concerning this issue, and we are going to another segment of this broadcast, which is going to be the final stage of it before we allow the Biafran people to make their contribution within the space of 30 minutes. So this is about the Ohaneji Ndibu calling for unconditional release of and first of all, before I go that, sorry, I want to thank all the Biafran people that observed the sit at home today. You did marvelous. Indeed, you are a great soldier. You are a great army from the east. I thank you all. A great army from the land of the rising sun. I salute your courage for observing this sit at home. From the length and breadth of our land, I salute you all. I salute you all. Thank you. Thank you very much. I encourage you to keep this fire burning, and I will shut down the Biafra land. Remember, the purpose of this sit at home is to make sure that keeping our leader make it more expensive than freeing him. That is why we decided to crush the economic of this Janjaweed in our land, to destroy fire on. Go on.
Please, I know that I have finished my time, but let me add something before we run up to the next issue. Hopeless Uzodinma sending these people to Mecca is to go and groom them and then bring them back in the form of who? Asaret Okubo. Because Asawana men, we have brought down many of them in Biafra land. So the numbers are reducing. And when you listen to Asawana man, Tokubo, he gave a press release in Aso Rock that we have destroyed them in thousands and in millions. So that was an international press conference to give accolades to ESN and the Biafran Liberation Army and the Biafran Republic government in exile. So their numbers are reducing. So now they need to now reinforce their numbers by sending them to go, get groomed, and know how to slaughter people the more, so that they will come back now like Sanusi and also Asaret Okubo, and then they'll come and form another group. So this is another plus 200 foot soldiers that they now decide to pick from where they have been dominated inside Biafra land, to go and groom them and then bring them back and then put them back into it. Why did they decide to pick them? Because they have been in our land, they know the nooks and crannies for years, and so they decide to pick them, to go and nurture them and then bring them back. This is the aim and objective of what it's not just to go and convert them to become Islamic clerics or to go and learn how to pray. No, they are going there for assignment so that they will bring them back, put them back into our places, and then see how far they can use them. That's the point we need to understand here. Thank you, Mazi.
Yeah, I think from the point of view you come up now, I think I should give each and every one of us like 1.5 minutes. Maybe some of us have something to add concerning this abomination in Imo State. I think I will extend, rather I will shorten to this a flav of red cap thieves. I will shorten their time, we will talk about them. And because this is the main thing we talk about here. So from the top there, Battle Cry, please, I give you only 2 minutes. Please don't exceed it. For you to elaborate more on the abomination in our land. Thank you. 2 minutes. Bam, bam, bam. Take over.
Good evening again from here. So, the abomination in our state is something that is too important for every one of us here to talk about, honestly. This abomination, you can see that one thing with our people is that our people used to make an adage that talking about what the attitude of these Igbo politicians that are exhibiting in our own time is, is very questionable. This is something that needs attention. For Hope Uzodinma to try to send multitude of Fulani Janjaweed to Mecca, it has to do with something, because Obaka Mano Butraka Jaja, there is something that he has eaten that has brought him to this level where he's operating from. So he desired to please an outsider than to please his own people. So from what we are seeing now, what we have to do now is to take a major step to see how we can stop this. If our elders have made this mistake, we will not fall into their own mistake. Or if they desire to follow maybe a death corpse to the grave, we cannot make that mistake to follow them. We must have to retrace to maintain our dignity and our own race. Thank you very much.
God bless you. The timekeeper, I hope you didn't forget.
He left 30 minutes, 30 seconds. He still has 30 seconds in the bank.
I don't like anybody to hurt me. That's why I rush up.
True survivor from your side. The Bible says rewriting the ordinances that were written against us. Master True Survivor, what do you have to say in rewriting this thing and stopping this evil from spreading like a wildfire? Fire on, or also you made this fire from your own angle. Go on. Thank you. 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother, fellow Biafran that is watching. The only solution to the problem is the exit of Biafra from the Zoological Republic. We must exit. In case you have been considering that you're going to make something better, there is no thing you can make better. Exit is the answer. And going forward, this very video that was played now explain when our Supreme Amazon Nandekano was explaining the issue of destructive diversity in Nigeria. I begin to gather this back in my mind when when our minister was speaking, Sonny, when he gave example of Kaduna Zogo. The destructive diversity in Nigeria is such the one that can never be amended. And the more we stay together, the more dangerous it is. There was one statement that our Supreme Amazon Nandekano made when he was making one of his brokers. He said that Africans, we are tribal peace by nature. Wherever we are, we must definitely, at the end of the day, return back home. And the more the British continue to force us to be together in this very contraption, the more dangerous it is. My beloved brothers and sisters, wherever you are, if you have not woken up after watching this video, wake up. We must exit. That is the only solution. So that we can remain on our own side, people that have the same value system. That is the only way we can survive. Apart from that, every other thing you see in the Zoological Republic is danger, and we must exit. Thank you, my brother.
Sharp and powerful. Choose survivor. You just remind me what our leader Simon always said: the dangerous diversity. That is the problem we have here. Thank you for that. My sister Adade Orama, what do you have to say concerning this matter? What do you have on your own, or what can you say that is the way forward? God bless you. 2 minutes.
If it would you mania, before, if any of these people name, on the hard in our house, so Igua, Madden Lang on our sea wolf. On other surprise, Nigel the maker. Sweet. It's an insult. Did go see that now? Did you go say that now my friend name on Palico to Iowa with you? Did you go say that no one with the land? Did you go say and I hate take go? Did you go say and I hate take go over? Because that I saw you go before. Ebon on a hand I saw you go. Ezeki Jerusalem Saudi I saw you go one a quebino. It's Weibo. Go see that message here leave go. And the only thing when he can stop this thing now, I need to wake you up. Put all this nonsense to stop. Take care of our land. If not, how come mother to be in auto get that? I won't deal. Be in auto get that. Stop all this nonsense. The mind we back on with total. Keko ya adege funege bana apia yetal. Na say ya bobike. Keko ya adege be na efron nage. Keko ya adege na efron nwa 12 years mulamu kana nwala. Asa ya je no one 80 something years by force. So I remember you people now. Una Africa no corner the name channel ya gafe. No. Obidogo, and we have to stand up and to put this to stop. Thank you.
Thank you. Vam, I have come to your door. Vam on your own, because I discovered something from what the Minister of Information added. It's very, very important that somebody time may not permit him to say the written. And sometimes as time goes on, you may be able to remember what to say. So that's why I'm giving this 2 minutes. Please, if there's anything you can fire on top of what you have already fired, please.
Thank you very much.
You have your 2 minutes.
My host, Gaddafi of Biafra. I want to quickly remind Christians in Imo State. If you ask them in Imo State now, who is hopeless or danger, they will tell you he's a Christian. You know, if you go to the Catholic Church, you know where, you know, he has. I'm not even surprised. I won't be surprised if he's not already a knight of Semulumba in one of the churches in Owerri there. He's a Christian, oh. Hope or danger. He books for mass almost every Sunday. Pastors are praying for him. Now, this is a shame and disgrace to all of you that are Christians in that part of Biafra land. Now, I want you to understand that we are not complaining to you people, or we are not telling you that we are angry that they went there. We are telling you that we have a reason to make sure we expel any presence of Fulani in Biafra land. We have our reason, justifiable reason to do that. Hope Uzodinjo have made it easier for us. And I'm just touching this side of Christianity for you people that call yourself Christians. There's no way he has patronized you. There's no way he has assisted you. All the money, he has used it to support Islam, to support terrorists, to support Ndena. Shame on you people. Ooh, shame on all of you. But mind you, this is our readiness to restore Biafra. You have made us more resolute, and we now know your plan, and will not give you time to carry it out. I rest my case here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. You are the man who make law and keep law. God bless you. This is the kind of Biafra we want to build. As a timekeeper, you even short your time. That is a very recommendable. That's the kind of Biafra, that's the space we need to set up. Biafra unites. Please fire your 2 minutes. Thank you. And whichever angle you want to go. 2 minutes.
Thank you once again for bringing me in once again. I want to say something concerning what Sonny said. You see, Asari Dokubo had one time told us his story, both how he was converted and his journey to Saudi. We all know this, and how he was trained. Asari Dokubo himself told us that he was trained to become a member of Boko Haram. He told us, this is what he said, he's in the public. He was actually trained to be a member of Boko Haram. In fact, one of the top commanders of Boko Haram. And we all know this. So, these people you see today on that video that traveled to Mecca via Hope Uzodinma are the same Asare Dokubo line. They are all in one category. They have gone there not just to go and pray, but also to go and get training. And they are also coming back to be Hope Uzodinma / Asare Dokubo's boys, which will be used to keep causing havoc in Imo State. Like the press statement Mazi Sonny talked about, yes, he lamented how they are being decimated in Imo State, in Igbo land. So therefore, they lack men. No.
Because I always like Biafra United. This is
Baba beg, Allah will make it finish.
Just give me one more minute.
Fire off another 2 minutes.
Okay. So now, Hope Uzodinma collaborated with Asari Dokubo. And these men you see today, I want you to mark it somewhere. Mark their faces, although one of them, we know the face of one of them. And also our Prime Minister had used one of them to make a exposition sometime in the past, not even long ago. So one of them during NSAS, another one of them during NSAS came on a video wearing a cap, King Opundieze, speaking Igbo. I don't know if any of you will remember that video. One Fulani man was speaking Igbo during the NSAS with a red cap. He was wearing chieftaincy cap. Yes, I saw that guy in that video. He's one of them. Yeah. So that's why I was convinced that these are Fulanis. Even though there is any Igbo man within them, that Igbo man may not know the real target of what they want to achieve. They have gone to train them the way they trained Asari Dokubo, and we are now expecting more, over 200 people who are coming to do Asawana in Imo State and other part of Biafra land. But one thing is for sure, we will continuously decimating them. The Biafra land will continue to swallow all of them. Once they come here, they will never go back the same. Rather, they will go back in body bags. Thank you. God bless us.
Thank you. Thank you, Biafra Unite. The first to the table of our 247, they just read. Please, can you fire with your 2 minutes?
Okay, thank you. You know, before I was trying to make it clear that at this point, it is very clear that your prayers are not working. Your declaration is not working. The only thing that will work is freedom. The only thing that will save you is freedom. What is going on now is in Imo State. Don't be surprised, very soon you might start hearing this group of 200, 500 are Anambra indigenes that has gone to Mecca for Hajj to represent Anambra. Enugu State own is that is what he will fastly rush into doing if he will be given the opportunity. So what I was trying to say before I talk of church, Mazavan Baba no like I will talk and make is that when God give you anything.
Now me don't tell them. Now me don't tell them. Shame on them. Oh, I don't like them. Oh,
I was joking.
I don't like them. Oh.
I was joking. So when God give you anything, you cannot get it by sitting in your house and praying. Remember all the prayer you prayed for Obi to become president. Obi no come be president. Remember all the prayer and declaration, even vow on the altar. If Tinubu sit on that seat, you know that God is not in heaven. But today, Tinubu is sitting there. Does it mean that God is not existing? Who is lying to who? So it's time you know that your freedom is in your hand. If you refuse to fight for your freedom, some people that are fighting for their freedom, you see now everything is going on. They are now converting old, converting children, converting mother, converting father. Your own, if you don't agree, if you say you don't want, they go tell you say you don't blaspheme against, and they go do you waiting. Finish. Thank you.
God bless you. 247. As we are drawing up this curtain today, somebody was saying his opinion that we're supposed to be hiding to talk about this. Comment. How will you know what we're discussing? How will you know the abomination that's taking place in our land? Now, as it stands now, we are going to the next segment, which we are going to use like it's already things that we all know, but these red card thieves that put themselves together to set unconditional release of our leader Mazin Nandekano, which we know, like I said before, if all of us come together to praise for the release of our leader, he would have been released before now. So 247, that video, please can you bring it up to the screen? Where the red cap thieves put themselves together, the failures, like some people, you know, already So we draw our conclusion from here, where we give the Biafran people, excuse me, time to contribute. God bless you.
May I play the video?
Yeah, I think the video is not much.
No.
Okay.
Call for an end to the weekly Monday sit-at-home order declared by the indigenous people of Biafra. Security challenges in the southeast and unconditional release of Nnamdi Kanu dominated discussions at this gathering of individuals who are of the southeast extraction resident in the Ekiti state.
The arrest and unconditional release, which we requested that they should perpetrate on Nnamdi Kanu, which they refuse to do, is the main problem that is even draining our economy at the southeast there. So I want to use the medium to appeal to the present federal government and the leader, the president, to kindly release Martin Nnamdi Kanu.
I am having very terrible concern over it because, number one, it has crippled the economy of the southeast. The entire southeast always sits at home every Monday of every week, which in my own belief, both the pupils and the students and the higher institution were not going to school.
The leaders also urged the state governors of the southeast to collaborate with the federal government to reposition the economy of the region, which has been decimated by the sit-at-home order by the indigenous people of Biafra.
This present president should call everybody without discriminating any tribe, because there's a lot of discrimination in what I am seeing. From the inception, from the inauguration of the new president, I'm not seeing Igbo people being carried along, and that is not the best. If I want to advise him that he should make sure that is a united Nigeria. He can achieve this through invitation of so many tribes. Let them come together. Everybody have one thing or the other to say. By the time they say it, then the government will, on a dialogue note, discuss and talk about it.
They urge the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to be fair in his appointment to reflect the diversity of Nigeria.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, when they talk about this economy that is destroying the economy in the southeast, is it that before sit-at-home began, was there any good road? Was there any electricity? Was there any good water scheme for people to drink? Was there any good hospital? Was there anything meaningful that shows that this amount they are calling used to be realized in our Biafra land? So are they just trying to give a dog a bad name to kill the dog? Or what? Because from the look of things, I never see anything that look like development in our land. So even where the oil are coming from, they are the worst place. So from the top there, please, we are going to fire like 2 minutes while, okay, let me just put it 3 minutes so that we allow the Biafran people to, I would like Biafran people to begin to warm up and make their own contribution from all the channels you are watching from. Please, Mazugo, post the number that the people will call as soon as we round up on our 3 minutes. We want to talk about, first of all, the most important thing, we want to encourage our people to continue in this sit-at-home, to tighten the knot of sit-at-home. Our people should tighten the knot, because you see, I even thought it's a really Ohanes and Igbo that come together to talk about releasing Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know that it's just some few individuals that wear chieftaincy title, chieftaincy cloth that live in Ekiti state or in some part of Yoruba land is advising the ancestor about what to do. The ancestor that did not recognize in his inauguration. A constitutional conference has been held, Oputa panel has been held, trying to adjust this country. And when he speaks finish, he now spoil whatever he has said by saying United Nigeria. United which Nigeria? There's nothing united about Nigeria, where we have the dangerous diversity. So what I want us to talk about is to tell our people about our sit-at-home, because for this their talk is animal talk, for my own understanding. But anybody that want to go there could still go there. But I am trying to say that we should talk about the sit at home and encourage our people to tighten the knots of sit at home. Make it a ghost town, not just sit at home. Thank you. Biafra battle cry from the top there. After you, Mazi Sonny. I don't want to use any time again to call anybody. Please immediately and the bell of our timekeeper, the VAM general, VAM ring. Another person take over. After battle cry, our Minister for Information, Sonny. After Sonny, it will be VAM. After VAM, Adade Orama, Biafra 247. Please, battle cry, use your 3 minutes well. Talk. We are trying to tighten the knot of our sit at home. I think there's a proposed sit at home that our people should always do more than what they did today. Thank you.
Thank you again for having me. One thing I need to say about this video that we just saw on the screen now is that each time I see this, our people with red cap and all this, and come out to make a blunder statement, I lost energy, honestly, because from the point of what he said, kindly, has it been any kindly on Igbo people before by the zoo government? And what is it that he's saying that the economy of Southeast has been crumbled? How? Who told him that the economy of Southeast has been crumbled? Why not he say that the insecurity in the Southeast and the death of indigenes are rapidly growing? Has that got to do with any economic in the Southeast? You should be talking about life and property. You're talking about economy. You see, there is an adage that said in our place that is it better for you to increase your economy and die the next day in the hand of Fulani or zoo government? What is more important about the economy to life and safety? There's nothing like the economy is going bad or economy is not growing. What is important now is sit at home until our aim is achieved, which is the release of our leader, unconditionally. Unconditionally. Because you see, in the rule of law, they say nobody is above the law. And any country that is above the law is no longer a country. Any leader that is above the law is no longer a leader. It does not rule anybody, whereby a court said this person is discharged and acquitted unconditionally, even gave him a reward, not even the reward that he got, he get, not even the freedom he got. They still keep him there, and you are telling me that the economy is crumbling. Then what about the lives? What about those that are being killed by Nigerian army and other people? Look, Biafrans, let me use this small time that left now to tell you that let us stay put on our seat at home. It's working. Don't let anybody tell you that it's not working. It's working. How can people just fold their hand? They call themselves elders. One idiot from one extractor will come and say that he don't know Igbo, that he would have sold them the same way his forefather sold them. And another one again, a cripple from Lagos, just threatening Igbo again that any Igbo that come out to do their vote, they will be killed. You know, and they all kept quiet. They're not talking. Day by day, they're humiliating them and killing their children. And they're here telling me that the economy is going down. Let nobody listen to these people. They are there for their own stomach. Thank you.
Okay, it's my own turn. Thank you once again for giving me the mic. I want to appreciate Biafrans for what they are doing, because if you were not doing something, these people would not be speaking. But it is quite pathetic and appalling to see that these people are in Ekiti and they are now complaining of a sit at home in Biafra land. And they are in Ekiti. They are telling you they want the economy in Biafra land to awaken, that it is dying. If the economy in Biafra land were working, will you have migrated to Ekiti? Why are you not working in the Biafra land to make the money there, so that the people in Ekiti will come down to Biafra land and see that you have made Biafra land to become the hub of the money, and then they will come to pick it from there. No, you ran away to Ekiti, and you are in Ekiti, complaining that, okay, Biafran people, you will continue to sit at home because it is touching everybody in everywhere. But I like the fact that the other Ohaneses, those ones that have sold their birthright in Biafra land, cannot come out again to speak boldly. It is now the small bingos now that are now beginning to come out to speak from some places where they carve them and put to be doing the work. So I appreciate the ones that have spoken, but I say shame to them for ending what they said with one Nigeria to work. I listened to hear that they will tell us that insecurity or Fulani terrorists or the special forces that Dokubo and Tokumbo and Tinubu and all the governors in the east have recruited to be killing people, moving from one houses to another to annihilate our people and to cut them and also to harvest their organs and to send out. I had listened to hear from them that they have gotten intel and information of how their people are being massacred by Fulani terrorists every day, brought in by the governors of the day. But surprisingly, I did not hear so. The only thing that I heard was money, money, money. So anyone that they call to come and talk about sit at home is about money. I appreciate them for talking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And it is what we want everybody to come and say, but not to go and stand to make a public display of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's ordeal on the media. You people should carry your two left legs and go to Abuja. The same way people had the deal, the same way people signed the document for him to have been kidnapped and then tortured and brought to one Nigeria. Go and unsign the deal from there so that we know that you people are serious. Before I drop the mic, please, there is one thing we need to understand about all these 200 and plus Fulanis or our adopted names that they took to Saudi Arabia or Mecca. When they have one new convert of the Islamic sect, what they do is that they spend bountiful amount of money on them. So they use money to lure them, number one, because what we see Asari is doing, Asari would not do it if money is not involved. So much money is involved, and you must understand that money speaks. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you very much. And fellow Biafrans, I want you to call these people into one corner, or you look at them straight in the eyes and ask them, why are you people being foolish? Why are you repeating the same thing that every other person have repeated and they have failed, and you keep repeating it? From now going forward, I respect my minister and I thank God I am your deputy, sir. I want you to know that from henceforth, we shouldn't acknowledge these people calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. You cannot call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release without telling Nigeria what you will do to them if they don't release him. Enough. Every time you come, Soludo call, this one call, this idiot call. What are you calling? My friend, get out and stop calling for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release and do something. Tell them what you will do to them if they fail to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's the language they understand. Every time this one will call, hey, we are happy. They call for his release. That's what we want to know. We are happy. This one have called. My friend, if you know you are not ready to call for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release, keep your mouth shut. Every time you call. What will you do to those bastards that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for how long now? And they are doing nothing. An old man about to die, gave his dying wish to that bastard in Daura and told him, release him, please. He promised to release him. And the court set him free. He didn't do anything. Every one of you are lining up. We call for his release. We call for his release. Now only call will go to hear. You cannot call. They will not listen to you. Tell them what you will do. And one annoying thing is that when you come to call for his release, you want to stop what we are doing that is affecting them, that will make them to release him. Take money and their worker. God punish all of you. Bastards everywhere. I hand over my mic.
A na-agba m anya mmiri mgbe ọnwa na mfụrụ ndị IG were mere nna ndị anyị ji wee nwere ọnọdụ ndị anyị tụkwasara obi ha na-edisapọint anyị, ọ na-awụ ife igbu anya mmiri dịrị m nwa nwaada dị ọla mma. Eziokwu ọ ka mma na m ịnwụrọ nna dị otu adam na m nwere nna nwere uru ọba ahụ, because na these people nwụ nna kafa ahụ mana onwe uru ha bịala enweghị ụmụ ha. Eji wee jide nwa ahụ bụ nwoke for many years now. Onwere anything n'ime m, onwere anything n'ime m. Epụta shout ọ na-akpụ Biafrans. Sọsọ ofu okwu ka anyị nwe and sọsọ ofu ike ka anyị nwe. Okwu aha ndị ike ahụ sit at home ọ na-enweta ha ife these people more that money onwe ha ka esi nyekwafe ego a na ọ Nigerian gọọmenti si nye ma because if na aka ụtọ na everywhere onwe ọzọ ụzọ ha si enweta ego and onwe ha anything ha fit in na this new government. So ụzọ echi akwa n'azụ maybe not for business ya ka ahụ and that business every Monday even Dragon ekupụrụ ngokwu because ọnwụ na ọmụnwa Dragon sit at home for 3 months non stop and ọnwụ na-elere izi ya continue kwa unu nwere lọ eziokwu niile ọ na-awụ ife ifere kedu nna kedu nwa and ọ na-ewute m mgbe ọ na ndị anyị zuzupụtara ekwuru okpu eji wee mara Igbo, okpu eji erespeti anyị, okpu eji wee mara anyị wee pụta na edisgrace onwe ha sa na edisgrace onwe wadho ija ayania ekene m.
My fellow Biafrans, once again, I appreciate everybody that is watching, any place you are watching from. You see, when I see these people, anytime I see these people that call themselves elder speak, I remember I was William Nandekana. In one of his last prayers when he was making a speech, he said, "Are there no more men in Biafra land?" That question is deep. And certain times when you see what he said, you'll be wondering, why is he asking? Every time when I see this who speak, I remember that what he said, "Are there no more men in Biafra land?" And I will beg us, every one of us, you should remember, when we are writing the history of Biafra, we are going to reserve a paragraph that we are going to title Lamentation. In that lamentation, that is where these people names will come. Look at these people. First of all, they have said, if you don't give us Igbo presidency, we have no option than to join Biafra. They said it on video. One of them also came out to say, and he said, you cannot inaugurate this drug baron. If you inaugurate him, that means there will be no Nigeria. Did they do anything? When they said, if you don't give us presidency, we don't have any choice to join Biafra. I have been waiting to see them say, now we are joining. I have never seen them. Recently, even recently, you had them come out and say, oh, arrest the man in the creek. We give you 48 hours. Today, how many days? These are people that can never be taken serious. They are not serious. And I ask myself, are there no more men in Biafra land? My fellow Biafran that is watching, when you come to sit at home, go and check everybody that is talking against it at home. What is their antecedent? What are they doing? What have they been doing before Mazen Nandekan was kidnapped? The original Biafrans who are concerned are not complaining. Everybody that is complaining are those who are protecting their loot and their evil agenda to get that money they have been looting for all this while. And I beg Biafrans, if you want Mazen Nandekan to be alive and remain relevant, you must not joke with sit at home on Monday mainly. That is the only thing that have kept Mazen Nandekan on the front line. Even during their election, in the heat of the election, there is no day they come on their own media, in the conventional media, they will speak about Mazen Nandekan. And each time you mention Monday sit at home, each time you mention sit at home, the next thing that will come to everybody's mind all over the world is Mazen Nandekan. If you want to relegate him to the background, if you want to kill Mazen Nandekan, stop the sit at home. Biafrans, sit at home is non-negotiable. Any day you hear that Mazen Nandekan is out from the dungeon, that day, automatically, the Monday sit at home ceases. Then the 1 week we are preparing for, prepare yourself. It is not negotiable. there was a word that our prime minister said, which I always remember. He said, Mazin Nande Kanu was rendition into Nigeria through extraordinary rendition. If we want him to be out, we must take extraordinary measure. Sure. Prepare yourself for extraordinary measure. We haven't started yet. We are going to go further. This is just the first step of the civil disobedience. Prepare yourself for something worse to come. Thank you, my beloved brothers.
Thank you. God bless you, Trick Survival. And thank you all Biafrans who are listening. I want to remind us about something, which I said from the very beginning of this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap and the extraordinary rendition. That people who gathered to sabotage Mazi Nnamdi Kanu are no less than 100 people, meaning that they are many. In order to seal the deal, they have to bring in every other person who is involved, who can say no, or who could have said no, or who could have leaked the secret. They have to bring in every individual and bribe all of them. So now, they didn't bribe all of them only to kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The main point of bribing this whole body is to make sure that nothing is done once the news is broken that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been renditioned to the zoo. That is the main point. Not to kidnap him, not to sell his location. Selling his location, is capable of doing that alone without involving the entire members of the OS. The main problem there is that nothing should be done once the news is broken. That the agitation must cease, the ESN must cease. Everything, everywhere should remain quiet. Because the fear of the Fulani, the fear of the zoo is the outburst, the reaction of Biafrans from the news that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been taken and renditioned to the zoo. That is the fear. The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the fear. The fear was, what are we going to do? And they knew that we have men already fully armed to the teeth. So that is the fear. That's why everybody has to be brought in and got their share. And that's why it took them a whole lot of time to even announce any action to be taken. And when they announced it at home, they thought it was going to be very minor and simple. Little did they know that this is going to be a gigantic measure that Biafran people will, utilize to push for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, since this sit at home succeeded through our battle, through our fight, to make sure that we cannot silence or forget Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the dungeon, it has become a nightmare to all of them. That is the reason why everybody is fighting tooth and nail to see how the sit at home will be ended, how they are going to end the sit at home. But sit at home, and today, we are letting Biafran people to know that from the 3rd of next month to 10th of next month, except 6th, Biafra land will be under lock and key. Anybody seen another anuntiano, unless they go to Abuja today, I want to see the Southeast governors and ministers besiege Asorok. We want to see them telling that we will not go back to the East without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is when we will take them serious. But anybody who comes to the media and shout, we want them to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, economy. There is no economy. In fact, I will talk more about this because of time. Thank you. God bless you. We move.
God bless.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, my people. You see, we've wasted too much time. There is no point of saying. One thing I want us to know is that for me, I've said it before and I'm saying it again. I am not interested in anybody with microphone calling for Mazen and the Kano release. You did not sell him out with microphone. You did not sell him out with TV, AIT, or channels television. If you want Mazen Nandi Kalu to be released, you don't need to come and make it public. Go there, you know where to go, you know who to talk to. You don't need to make big bold and draw Mazen Nandi Kalu freedom. We are not interested. All this noise you see they are making is just a way of making you to understand that they are doing something. So stop sit at home. And the good news for them is that the sit at home is non-negotiable until Mazen Nandi Kalu come out and say, now I am here, stop the sit at home. Thank you. So I beg, Megona, give me numbers. Send your number here if you want to receive calls. So I will post it out for people to call, for Biafrans to call.
I love that point you made, Mazugo. They did not sell him with microphone. So don't expect us to listen to you with your microphone. Mokoko.
Thank you. What I want to tell the Biafran people is that we have made up our mind. We are going to tighten the knots of sit at home. We are going to make it more difficult. To those that are complaining, you are just wasting your time. Some of you said, give us food. Some of you said this or that. What I want to tell the Biafran people is that we are resolute and we are going to tighten the knot of sit at home. We are going to make it, in fact, when we tighten the knot, we'll make it crack. So as in, you cannot lose it again. Then we are going to lock up the Biafra land. You know those days when we are children, they say Zeke swallow the key of the water. Those days. So we are going to lock the Biafra land with key and swallow it. So that is it. I want to tell the Biafran people, the $150 million that you people contributed to P2B in US when he wanted to come and waste you guys' time, like World Igbo Congress, the criminals, wicked Igbo criminals that gathered themselves together then. The $150 million that were given to P2B, give us $50 million or even 100, or the exact amount 150. We will bring you Biafra less than 1 week. So that is just it. So for our fundraising, please, I want everybody to talk about it. I want everybody to announce it to your personal platforms. Even the Bible says through prosperity, the work will be spread to abroad. So that is it. My people, we are going to go into receiving calls. And this receive of call is just 30 minutes. Please, every call that comes in is only 2 minutes grace. After the 2 minutes, we will drop your call. So when you are calling, please kindly go straight to your question or whatever you want to get cleared or your contribution. Please summarize it before you start so that the 2 minutes will be enough for you. It will not be decent when you are still talking, we cut you off, please. You can see we here in the studio will be keeping the time to ourselves. Please join us and follow the same to observe the protocol. I hereby declare the lines open. Our various lines, these are the lines that are here. You can call in and bring your own opinion. That is why we are here. Like there's somebody that have been writing on the comment section that is not happy. Our brokers today is not enjoying it because we did not talk about a Fulif who has lead this freedom fighting and fail. Who wanted us to be like him and fail. He talked about without violence, and his people that he was leading were all killed and dumped in Izu River. He did nothing till today. He has said nothing. He abandoned this General Orji for almost 15 years in detention. General Orji and his wife were arrested during his time and abandoned in detention for almost 15 years. He did nothing. So he wants us to fight freedom fight. Even the India Gandhi, which is following, observe sit at home in India. So we don't talk about that Efulef. That Efulef, we cannot talk about him. We can. He's already dead, so we can't resurrect dead people. Thank you. Please, we hereby declare the line open.
And caller India.
Is it okay?
Pick your call.
Okay, Mazi, go on. You have 2 minutes, yeah?
I'm not going to thank everybody there. I will only thank that's all I'm going to thank. What he said. Mazi Samepa, I have to give deadline. There's something we must do for Mazi Samepa to be released. Let me tell you, if his blood, my blood, is the one that flows inside my body. All these things we are doing, we are promoting all these useless animals. All these idiot elders, what we call elders, what they call them. They are not my elders. We play what they play, what they say. We say, let them release and let them be talking of all this nonsense, economy. What is security? All these people dying there. How long are we going to stay before the release man come? There's many things we need to put in place the religion. If we put the fire for those on the day crime, how long are we going to stay like this? Talking. That might be going to pay. What nonsense is all this thing? You what we call in social media view, we be praying all these people well.
Mazi, hold on. Caller, hold on. No. Hey, hold on. Listen, I will cut you off. Excuse me, listen to me. Who you the child for? With the make noise for social media. Waiting you don't do for this struggle. You still have 1 minute. Answer us.
247, don't waste your time on asking questions. Just take him off the line, please. Take him off the line. Yes, that is how you do it. You take him off the line just so that you don't annoy yourself.
Thank you. Thank you, Biafran people. Please, if you want to call in this program, I want you to be respectful. Because some of you that are barking like a cook, a dog, some of you did nothing. You think we only
like Chihuahua.
I'm coming. So you think that we only come to social media to talk? Do you know what we do in our closets? So please, if you want to call, please be respectful. You know that you are not talking to your garage boys, your fellow garage boys. You are talking to people that are left what they are doing to do what we are doing. So you are not paying us salary, so you don't talk carelessly to avoid us cutting you off. Please, just be respectful. Thank you. So please, anybody that has a caller, you can pick your call.
Let me say something before the next caller comes in. Biafrans watching us from wherever you are, we appreciate your call. But it's something you need to understand. The same way they said, Ojukwu, you are not doing it well. The same way they said, Ojukwu, you are not commanding it well. The same way they said, Philip Efiong, you made this mistake. The same way they said, Frank Okikbo, you made this mistake. They told Kaduna and Zogu, oh, you did not do it well. You made the mistake of taking this move. It's the same way you people said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are not doing it well. You are making noise in the media every day. You are a miscreant. You're doing this. You're doing that. They said, I need action. I need action. When he formed ESN and told you to come out, all of you run inside. Come and even form the ESN now becomes a problem. Now he is inside detention and he wants you just to come and form the ESN and then continue to push for his release. You're coming out now to say another thing. PM is doing everything that he's doing. Biafra Republic government is doing what they are doing. No, they are not doing anything. You're not seeing anything yet. But you are in far back Europe crossing your leg. But you will see women doing something. Now, man, in the back for phone too. You ask them whether I fit the Biafra line, no go fit. Just come the back one.
Okay, Mazi, go on. Go on. You have 2 minutes. Yeah, Caller, you have 2 minutes.
Hello. Yeah, good evening, guys. Hey, bros. I love what you guys are doing. I appreciate. Kudos. I'm Joseph from California. There's something I've learned being in America. I want to share with you guys. If America wants to tamper anybody, they first of all go to your economy. If Nigerian government economy is not tampered, everything you're telling them is wishy-washy. Let's find a way to tamper their economy. It's not only sit down. You see that early part of everything? I don't want to say it loud, but you know what I mean. Let's find a way to make them pay. When they start getting stuff like that, once they make a tamper your economy, you can't do nothing anymore. You will bow to their pressure. Let's go there with them. Once we do that, trust me, they will beg you to come to the table. They will beg you, international communities will come and say, please let this man go. They will fold their hands. But as long as we haven't done that yet, they will take us for a ride. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your time. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mazuko, I didn't hear what you said. What did you say we should do?
I will let you know. I want to respond to the caller. The caller said that we should. He made reference with America, that if America wants to deal with you, they will first of all tamper your economy. That if we want them to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that we should tamper with the economy of the zoo. And in response to the caller, which I'm going to take only 1 minute, you see the people who call themselves elders in Biafra land, especially in Alibo. You see the people who call themselves Ohaneze Ndibo. You see the people that call themselves politicians. You see the people that call themselves governors, like Oluwole Nwambanshimba in Enugu State. The other one in Anambra State, in Oka, called Chukuma Solufulani. You see these people every blessed day. They are coming to tell you, economy is shrinking, economy is shrinking. They are shouting, economy is going down, economy of Southeast is going down. I don't understand how we reason sometimes. So, yes, your call is good. Your, reference with America and their pattern and methodology, they're all good. But are you not paying attention when people lamenting that the economy is going down? Or do you think that they are joking? Do you think that they are saying that out of joke? The economy is already down, even though there was no economy before. It is grounded. And we are going to utilize everything to push for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Both the economic sabotage, the civil disobedience, guerrilla warfare, whatever it takes will be utilized. Right now, you hear them shouting about the economy. They will come, they will start with the appeal to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, to soften your mind, to make you feel as if they want to fight for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And within a minute, boom.
Thank you.
Okay,
Yeah,
please go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah, a caller is waiting. Can I take this call?
Yes, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going to take a speaker now, so you speak, okay? Hold on. All right, speak now. Please go ahead and speak. I'm putting your speaker. Go ahead and speak. Put off that side. But no side there, Benka. Equation Kweba. Because I got one KJ guy, but one KJ guy. Because the voice now put out twice, but no that one. Can't you say speak now? Oh, okay. Yeah. All right, go ahead and speak now.
Okay. Hello. My voice on up.
Go ahead. Equal 2 minutes.
We are listening.
2 minutes. You have about the call. Just go ahead. You have 2 minutes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please go ahead and
Thank
speak.
you.
We are not going to be responding. Just wait or you chazie ayamara biko. Just go ahead.
Our leader on media too. Chineke nna dị a na-echekwaba ya ka o si echekwaba ya ịghọtago ọ bụrụ ihe ndị anụmanụ na-ata na-akọghị eri onye nke apụta na-aba mba mụ na amara onye ọbịa his own contribution inside all these things to them ke ka ọ na-abalụ mba yes ọ dị onye ọbụla ọkụ n'obi beta ọ bụrụ nke pụta na-abalụ ụmụ mba ọmụmadụ niile etukọ ọ dụrụ isi ụmụ nwa ịpụta leave what you are doing every blessed day you are here preaching. You understand? So, onye ọbụla kwesịrị iwere ntozu welfare. Our leader nọ n'ime media. We are not happy. We are not happy. Onye ọbụla nwere onye dị happy. Our PM mmadụ were osu wee na-alụ ọrụ ya wee na-aga. Ịghọtago so anyị kwesịrị
Thank you.
obi umeala wee na-eso ya because onye nwe uche ọ nwere uche. Maazị Simon Ịbaji o nwere ezigbo uche. So I want to work the media team. Listen, no one will try to get to win this when I got Chineke Nabu, we get to any winner. Give me one Zaya Pota.
Say,
we all these people, one that they will make up. Who was of them was sending? I said, what was to some more? Don't want to wait the car up. I'm not put the party when I step up to Biafra land.
He said, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
God bless you.
Okay.
He said,
Another caller is here.
Okay.
Go on.
Speak,
Yes, go on. Yes, you have 2 minutes.
I agree there are some program. I just want to, I didn't work, I'm rounding up. I just want to contribute a few things based on what they call her before the man must speak. There is something the caller said concerning the economy before the after tonight confronted him. What the young man said, he said that you misunderstood him. What the guy said about the economy, yes, we have been see that is working. It's working. You know, it's really affecting the economy, but it's affecting the economy for the past is being Biafra at new land. But the economy we have to push that will make Nigeria to pay attention with all these things that happen to this our leader. It's right line. You don't want to mention it. It's right the agenda is this. The last time they arrested our leader, then the Nigerian government pay attention to even go after releasing him. Not sit at home. I know I think that has his own effect. He's doing his own job. But there are many ways to kill a rat without sharing a blood. Do you understand? We have honored our leaders. Justice there, you see them do it. They are afraid. They cannot do more than this comment. They are commenting, voicing out in social media. That's all they can do. But if we really want our leaders to come up on the help of this bastard, now the pipeline, that is where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to glorify Christ.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mazugo, I want to explain something to Biafran people. And what we want to explain is this. We are not novice in this journey. And we have people who knows what to do. And we ourselves knows what we want to do. For instance, I speak to you in riddles now. Can you say because you want to kill a rat, you set your house on fire? Remember, you will still make use of that your house. So when people pursue you, you make use of your house. So what I'm trying to say is that we know everything you people contribute. We know where you are going. We know what you are saying. We may not respond on that line you want us to respond. Not that we don't take notes. We have taken notes. And why we allow people to call in is we jot down the people's opinion. We are going to respond along the same line you are saying. We already know. That's why we only give you 2 minutes to summarize your opinion. We take note of it. Then we know what to do. Thank you. God bless you. So if there's any caller online, please speak.
Let me support. Let me say something about that issue. You see, in every era of this agitation, we use different kind of ideology to follow the events as they unfold. The guy said that what he's talking about, what the previous caller is talking about, is the economy of the zoo, not the economy of the state, of a state. He forgot that, first of all, there is what is called inland revenue, inland generated revenue, and is working everywhere in the world, both in the zoo and in other places. This inland generated revenue goes both from the state to the federal government. And when the economy of a certain state is being touched, that inland generated revenue that goes from the state to the federal government is being touched negatively. So when the state is crying, the federal is crying. When one side of your body is not okay, your entire body will be under disarray, will be under pain. You won't feel good. Iji begi n'anya, ahụ gị na-achara ọkụ. That is how it is. So when you see state crying, the federal is crying also. The president may not come and tell you that they are crying. When you hear that, how many times have you heard them from the executive shouting, Simon Ekpa, IPOB Asro? How many times have you heard them on a regular basis? They shout on a regular basis. So now, if you are talking about Avengers, these current agitators or these current Biafrans at the moment may not be the same as, what do you call them, Avengers. They are using their own method to fight the economy from that sector you are talking about. That is the reason why every time they are crying and shouting about the oil, every time they are shouting about oil theft, every time you read news, you hear oil theft, every time oil, do you know what they are encountering each and every day in the Niger Delta regions? Not only in the water side. Do you know the reason why they are coming to Izombe on a daily basis to kill innocent people?
We are about rounding up, please.
So we may not be Avengers. Thank you. God bless you.
No.
Speak.
Yeah, go on. You have 2 minutes.
Yeah, make a little Nabambo. And people are passing through a lot, I understand. Mama, the only advice in the netto because one. And if you have their first struggle, I've been consulting people in Denmark, maybe and other people. They told me one-on-one that now they know what is happening, but they cannot do anything for us. That if we want to be free, that we can fight, we should fight and free ourselves. Here, but Ramazan is a totality of Saudi Arabia, Islamic world is Nandekano. So now they can't people and them because they cannot just free him like that. That is the truth. And there is no way Nandekano can be freed. Now by the intervention of God or through the hard way. And the hard way the foreigners Nigeria and they buying people but also Chamba and Sudan. That is when they will now say the truth and what can we do to secure even what we have in this place. And that is only when they can pressurize the Nigerian government to free this man. United Nations has to have for this man. Now they can make people and the world knows the truth. Until that is done, all that is too difficult. And then now they can't even now beat him so much because his health is failing him. And if we fail him, okay, so remember,
during the time I asked a question that is going to happen with Dangote building a refinery. I still remember now the guy who said, let him continue building this refinery. So if this man can build this refinery, or work from Biafra soil, that this man can take crude oil on this refinery, our God is good for this our generation. And the truth, let the truth be told. Let the truth be told. Nigeria is killing our people from the sources now with the from Biafra land. That is my good oil international community. Thank you. With the eco, in the military, as well as arms and ammunition.
Thank you.
People are trying, yes. But to buy the people know these people from that their source of income, how you make it kind.
They will. Thank you.
God bless all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. We are closing now. We are drawing the curtain because this is about 3 hours and there. Biafra battle cry, please. Your closing remark. I just want you to use 1 minute alone, please. Biafra battle cry, please kindly use 1 minute for your closing remark.
Thank you very much.
Sorry, Mazi Gaddafi, you can still do it the same way we did before. After him, the next person close to him will take over until we finish.
All right.
Yes,
Thank you very much. That's okay.
Yeah.
All hail Biafra. I will not waste much time here because we have said many things here. There's nothing to add again because all information that we have brought here, I mean, it's in bundle. It's less for us not to go home or relax and meditate on what we have said so far. In conclusion, what matters now is the release of our leader, unconditional release. And that is the weapon of sit at home. No going back, no negotiation. Thank you for this Biafra battle cry.
Mazi Sonny, are you there? Then, Mazi Chu Survivor, please take the mic. You are that there, Ramadan to
Fellow Biafrans, I appreciate every one of you that have been patient with us from the beginning of this very broadcast up till now. I say, may Chukwu Okike Abiyama continue to guide and protect every one of you, more especially those that are watching from Biafra land. My special thanks go to you. You are doing a marvelous work. Those of you in Biafra land, it is not easy. If anybody tells you that it's easy, that person will be lying to you. But I tell you, victory is sure. We are very close, very, very close. Today, we are speaking as a government, not an organization. And I bet you the light is shining very, very clear more than ever. And Chukwu Okike Abiyama will lead us through. We will make it by the special grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama. Thank you so much and see you again next time.
Ụmụ Chineke, ekene m ụlọ ọzọ, ekenere m ihe niile wepụtara taa anyị ha were fụlọ anyị na dis program na sị ka Chukwu Okike abịa maka ebe na n'otu wee na-ekenekwa wee na-ayọkwa ụmụ Biafra biko fundraising dị very very important. Onye ọnwụ na-achọrọ nnwere onwe agbagha aka azụ ya eji ego emie, and with that money nwere ebe anyị ji azụ eje ịfụnanya niile inwe ihe niile inwe ihe ya biko onye na-ewetaghị onwe ọ bụrụ 5 naira 2 naira 2 kobo 5 euro 1 kobo 2 euro onye ọwụna weta na asị na-atụkọta ka nketa ji eju onye ọsọkwa ya aha nke na-ememego nnukwu na oyihi nne biko ya wụrụ sọnsọ sacrifice onwe ekele ọrụ eke onwe ndị sacrifice their life we protect our land, when ndị sacrifice onwe ha n'iji ije ọkpa when onye onye na-eje esi wee lụ biko fundraising dị very very important. Biko onye ọna megharị ahụ onye ọna amana ihe esi mma biko gbanị.
Thank you. Vam.
Thank you, my fellow comrades in the house. Thank you, everyone, the panelists tonight. Thank you, fellow Biafrans that watched and listened to us. I want us to know that we are on the right side of life. and we are doing the needful. Every one of you, nobody is more important than any other person. I am not more important because I am Vam sitting out here. Biafrans on the streets of Biafra. In fact, the most important people right now are the men on ground that are sitting at home. Those of you sitting at home, you are more important than me that I'm here, because you are physically doing something on ground. And that thing you are doing, they want to stop it. And because you can see that what you are doing is effective, when you finish sitting at home today, call your brother everywhere they are. Tell them that you are so important, or you have done something for Biafra, and they should do as you did, so that together, and you come on or more fofo. God will keep our leader alive, and God will continue to bless our prime minister. We shall all celebrate, and when the battle is over, we shall all wear a crown. Thank you very much.
Biafra Unite.
Thank you, Vam. I also want to thank everyone in the studio once again. Thank you all Biafrans for joining us. Thank you for watching and listening from your location. Of course, it's not going to be easy. Anybody who have already told you, or who is coming to tell you that freedom is a cheap thing, you better give a dirty slap to that very person, because freedom is not given but it's taken, and it's not easy to take. So we move. We are going to get there. And I want you to understand that we are on a right track. We are on the right track. And as we keep marching, we will get to our promised land, which is, of course, the land of Biafra. Join whatever we are doing, fundraising, to support this very struggle to keep the Eastern Security alive and Biafra Liberation Army fighting this very battle. Those of you who ask for action, the action is here. They are collecting woto. What they need, what our people need, is the resources to keep the fire burning. The game has changed. It's no longer the way it was before. Thank you. This very coming sit at home, from 3rd to 10th of next month, must count on this very quest for freedom and the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It must count. Thank you for now. God bless you all.
247.
Yes, thank you, my brother. Thank you, my people. Well, dear friends, all of you that you want it now. Let me tell you the truth. The only thing you can do good and better and best for yourself, listen to every instruction from our prime minister. He knows when to move. He knows when to ask you to do whatever you need to do. You cannot fly above your own strength. We are listening, we are following, we are taking the instructions from him. Please, you must not go and fight when you don't have the strength to fight. The only thing you can do now, buy 20 Togona jet, or jet, yes, no be Jeep, Togona jet. Buy them now, buy armor tanks, drop them, buy AK, full everywhere. You go say, yes, na. That is the kind of thing you will come out and shout to let people do, not to go and fight and kill everybody. How many people you don't kill? Sit at home is coming. Tell people to sit at home, not to tell me to go and kill people. You come kill them, carry first. Thank you, Biafrans. We must listen to our Prime Minister. Bye for now.
Thank you. Mazi Sonny, you have your 1 minute, please. Your closing remark.
Thank you, Muchineke, for everything. Remember to observe every civil disobedience that is brought on the table. If we say boycott all boycottables, listen to it. If we say slap your ancestors, slap them. If we say poo-poo on your pastors, poo-poo on them. Because before we say so, we know why we declare so. If we say make you go call the people where they call you terrorists, Ewu, call them. If we say make you open your mouth, open. Wetin Mother Jesus talk? He say anything where Jesus tell you say make you do, make una do am. But did you people know Jesus? I don't know Jesus, Abi. Okay. But I know Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Abi. I know Gaddafi. I see him face. But I know Simon Ekpa, Abi. As una PM, Abi. But I know Sonny, I know Bam Bam Bam, I know Adali Rahman, I know Troop Survival, I know Biafra Unite, I know 247, I know Battle Cry. Now they take the information and instruction of the one where they write, give una, I know even live to see. But the reality on ground, you know one live to do that one. Remember to obey everything that we say, and remember to support the ESN and Liberation Army in every way possible. We move from here. More instructions are coming. Keep the Sabbath day of Biafra holy, and that day is Monday, and the days ahead that are coming.
My minister, thank you, fellow comrade. And on 1st of July, our Prime Minister will be live here in South Korea. Live here in South Korea. We want you to spread the news. We want you to invite your friends and loved ones. And his entourage will be touching the South Korea to visit Biafrans and have a town hall meeting with Biafrans on 1st of July. Time is 1 p.m. Biafran time. South Korea time is 9 p.m. Please invite your friends and loved ones. Come with your questions. All of you that are saying we need action, we need whatever you need, bring all your questions, come. You will get an answer. Like the Nokia 3310 that were vibrating, the first caller, please come with your question to our town hall meeting live with our Prime Minister, the Dragon, the Biafran Republic government in Israel. He will be coming with his entourage in South Korea. Please, I want you to be there. I invite you all, come with your question and also come with your friends. Remember, nukutazo, bata nukutenko. Nukute mado, bata nukute mado. That is it. So God bless you all. We are signing off. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you for your patience for this to sit with us. I thank all of you for being with us as we play our national anthem, and as we go on, please go with us, our individual channels. Please, each and every one of us here have our channels, right from Biafran Battle Cry to Sunny Backup TV to Jere, Pastor Van Van, Adade Orama, Choose Survivor, Biafran Unite, and Ugo 247, and Gaddafi of Biafra TV. Please go there, subscribe, and like what we are doing so that whenever we come, you'll be the first to know. Thank you. God bless you. Masugo, our national anthem. Thank you.
7-day special, 1 week sit at home for hash-free Nnamdi Kanu now. Monday, 3rd of June, 2023, total lockdown. Tuesday, 4th of July, 2023, no movement. Wednesday, 5th of July, 2023, sit at home. Break. Thursday, 6th of July, 2023, every market should open for business. Friday, 7th of July, 2023, don't come outside. Saturday, 8th of July, 2023, ghost town. Sunday, 9th of July, 2023, stay indoors only. Monday, 10th of July, 2023, special note, all oil workers in Biafra territory must be completely shut down on these mentioned dates or incessantly face the dire consequences. Don't say you were not informed, for they say, to be forewarned is to be forearmed. This order is coming from indigenous people of Biafra, Republic government in exile in collaboration with Biafran's de facto government in homeland. You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important. Good evening.